That Mercedes-Benz already thought of going electric when they were building the first generation of the A-Class in 1995. Remember this ugly thing? Well, that never happened. There were some attempts with the second generation of the B-Class in 2014, but the reality is both were just episodes of good intent, because today we've got the EQC, which is a car that went into serial production and it is seriously electric. Well, let's hop in and see what the lack of petrol means for a petrol lover. For starters, I've got to say, I am usually considered very antisocial when I drive these fast, high-performance cars in Switzerland, but today is a different story. I feel considerate, I feel environmentally friendly, and I finally feel accepted. Well, let's get this party started, shall we? This car fits right in Switzerland because you can really see what the systems are capable of. We have what's so-called the drive pilot. This is adaptive cruise control. This is a lane assist as well as a lane change. Well, not assistance, a doer, because this car will essentially change the lane for you. Now let's demonstrate it, shall we? Put an indicator. Oh, it's not happening. Oh no, it is doing it. So the system uses navigation, it uses topography, it uses the speed limit as well as your drive mode. Overall, I must say the experience is so harmonious and so pleasant. I mean, you just sit there and let the car drive you. The EQC is just the beginning, because as we speak, Mercedes-Benz is already developing the electric version of the A, B, E and S class. With the EQC, they have proven that going electric doesn't mean going garbage. And of course, having a star on the bonnet does require class, comfort and beautifully finished interior. The EQC is based on GLC, but the reality is that these two cars have only 15% in common. If you ask me, it's quite a pretty SUV.
When a storm is coming, I see their faces and hear their laughter, but the days just...
But that is not to say that the system is perfect, because occasionally it does throw a little bit of a wobbly. For example, here I am, chilled, relaxed, cruising down on the motorway, 120 kilometers an hour, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, the system decides to pick the road sign that's on the side road, for example, 40 kilometers an hour. And what happens then? Well, it boom, slashes on the brakes, pulls your neck off, and it thinks it is being so helpful and so clever. Well, not quite. But in general, the system is pretty good. It slows down before roundabouts, it gently brakes as you, for example, get off the motorway. At the same time, it charges your batteries. It is being quite clever. All you need to do is just gently turn the steering wheel, sit back and relax in a complete and utter silence. I mean, the ride quality in this car is out of this world. It is plush, it is soft, you don't feel any bumps at all. It's a proper Mercedes-Benz ride. In a way, it makes me feel as if this car sort of cuts you out of driving versus getting you involved. Now, this is a personal preference and I sometimes don't mind it at all. Well, it better do something, because the starting price of this car is 85,000 Swiss francs, which is more or less an equivalent to the US does. So yes, it better do the job for you. When you want to have a little bit of fun and put your foot down in this car, oh, you certainly can, because the acceleration, there is no delay, there's no buzzing, it just boom, flies off like a rocket. 5.1 seconds, 0 to 100. The maximum speed is 180 kilometers an hour. Now, I would suggest you do the acceleration, the rapid acceleration in the straight line, because when you do it on curvy road like this one, well, although the steering is very confident and very precise, you definitely feel the weight of this car, which is massive, 2.5 tons. It just slides a little bit like a big elephant, but in a straight line, well, it's a proper ninja. Now, what this does, what I'm doing all these tasks, is basically throws your range out of the window. Because when you drive like a normal person, you're looking at about 300 kilometers, which is a very good result. But when I'm accelerating like a nutter, well, I would say half of it, which is fine because the acceleration is absolutely worth it. It puts a huge smile on your face and just makes you feel so satisfied. Now we've got 408 horsepower to play with, 760 newton meters of torque, and we need that torque because, yes, the size of this car, it's not petite. Now that we're on numbers, what is the time to charge it? Well, it takes all night if you charge it from a regular socket at home, but you can use those express charging stations and it will take about 20 minutes. I must say it does take a bit of a change in the mindset because I would like to just arrive at the charging station, 2 minutes, I'm done, quick, like I would be pumping petrol into my car. But oh no, you just have to be a little bit more patient. Yes, I am a little bit impatient, and when you have an electric car, there are certain limitations, but you see, we all have to get used to it because it is coming and petrol one day will disappear. Well, let's hope I'll be dead by then. Now, speaking of a range, I only have 76 kilometers left. Oh dear. Well, let's change the mode from sport to maximum range, what I also call the desperate mode, and fingers crossed that's going to save the day. Fun is fun, but you see, fans of fire, I suggest you reach for that AMG shelf, which is a lot feistier and a lot more appropriate for you. But those who dream of a good-looking, luxurious, very plush family electric, then look no further. This car is perfect for you. Mercedes-Benz proves that actually electric can have a lot of class. I really like this car, and quite frankly today I'm feeling rather majestic. And that's about it for today. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. I wish you a wonderful day, and I shall see you all very, very soon. Bye!